Alright, story time folks. We all know that the Red Control app is the absolute best way to control your Red camera, but what you may not have known is that the developer of the Red Control app is an absolute superhero. This guy. His name is Michael Lubchansky. Oh man, I'm probably saying his name wrong. He's just another operator who worked on a solution himself that ended up being adopted by Red. But let me back this up. Here's a little story all about how I made an offhanded comment on somebody's Instagram post about an issue I was having with the Red Control app, and then the developer got in touch with me, turned out to be a really nice guy, and also fixed the problem. Yeah. So like I said, I got introduced to Michael when I made a comment on Carlos Quintero's Instagram post about Red Control gaining face detect autofocus in-app. I mentioned a bug that I was experiencing with the Red Control app involving settings adjustments pages formatting improperly in landscape mode. Boom. Within an hour, I get a response back asking me to DM to talk more about the issue. I explained with him the issue I was having. I would boot into the Red Control app on iPhone, and if I started the app in landscape mode, settings adjustments menus would appear in portrait mode, making it difficult to properly adjust settings. To get around this issue, I would go back to the connection screen, turn off landscape lock, make sure to rotate my device into portrait mode, back to landscape, and then turn landscape lock back on. I had previously gotten into the habit of doing this before connecting my Komodo in the app, but with the newest update, it would automatically connect your camera, which made me have an extra step to implement my fix for this bug, which is what made me initially comment about this issue. Michael was a gentleman, asked me to send some video examples of this issue, and got to work. Within a day, he reported back and said that he may have sorted out the issue and it would get pushed with the newest version of the Red Control app. When that version did release, I was still having the same issue. I reported back to Michael, and he again very quickly asked me to send a report and video showing the problem. Within another day, he reported back saying he's pretty sure he fixed the issue this time, and a new version of the Red Control app was pushed to the App Store. And lo and behold, it worked. This issue that had been preventing me from using this app on set because I didn't want to look like an idiot trying to rotate my camera to get things to work properly was now fixed. This app has always been the best way to control your camera, period. But now it is rock solid enough that I am happy to use it as my main control source instead of just a convenience tool in the studio or when solo operating. Now I may be getting this wrong, but as far as I know, Michael actually doesn't work for Red. He is an independent developer that created the Full Control app, which is an app that allows you to easily control the settings on a Red DSMC 1 or 2 camera. It seems like Red liked this app so much that they officially contracted Michael for Red Control, a move which has benefited all of us operators. Everyone will agree that the Red Control app is hands down the best app for controlling a camera that has ever been made. The customization, reliability, and constant improvements like more recently face detect autofocus that runs through the app even though the camera doesn't have it yet. Wow. Just wow. Okay, back to the issue that I had. I gotta say, it's really nice for a developer to reach out to me because I had an issue. This kind of thing doesn't really happen with companies. Usually you have a problem with something, you have to open a support ticket with a company and wait sometimes months for a solution. But in this case, the developer saw that someone was having a problem and reached out to them to help provide a solution. This is why I'm not surprised that the developer ended up being an owner-operator himself. If you end up bumping into Michael on social media, show thanks to one of the gods of Red cameras. He's put lots of effort into making your life easier, and maybe you didn't know it until today. Great fucking guy. I think my New Year's resolution has too many K's in it. I can see way too many imperfections in my skin. Ugh. My God. Scrolling. Get that script for scrolling.